Tariffs. They sound boring, but they're actually the economic version of a global food fight. Everyone gets messy. Politicians love to claim tariffs protect American jobs and punish foreign bad actors. But here's the truth. Tariffs are just taxes on imported goods, making them more expensive for you. For example, if the US slaps a 25% tariff on French cheese, your $10 camembert now costs $12.50. That extra cash? Straight to Uncle Sam. The idea is you'll buy American instead. Simple, right? Not quite. Other countries retaliate. France might tax American bourbon, hurting Kentucky distilleries. This tit for tat is called a trade war, and it's usually businesses and consumers who pay the price. Supporters say tariffs shield American industries from unfair competition. Critics argue they raise costs, disrupt supply chains, and spark retaliation. It's a debate. Build walls to protect or bridges to grow. And as recent years have shown, tariffs can backfire spectacularly. So, are tariffs a shield or a boomerang? Let's see what happens when they're put to the test. The Trump administration launched a trade war in 2018, targeting China and allies with tariffs on steel and aluminum. The goal? Shrink the trade deficit, stop intellectual property theft, and revive U.S. manufacturing. Tariffs hit hundreds of billions in Chinese goods. China hit back, targeting American agriculture. Steelmakers like U.S. Steel and Nucor thrived. Factories reopened, jobs returned, and profits soared. But for every steelworker helped, many more lost out. China's retaliation crushed U.S. soybean exports, leaving farmers with unsold crops and plunging prices. The government had to bail out farmers with taxpayer money. Meanwhile, U.S. manufacturers using steel, like car and appliance makers, faced soaring costs. Ford and GM lost billions, passing higher prices to consumers, helping one industry hurt many others, often larger and more vital. The trade war was less a win-win, more a lose-lose. Robbing Peter to pay Paul. Except Peter builds Paul's car, house, and fridge. The ripple effects were felt far beyond the campaign trail. Did tariffs create jobs? Yes, for steel. But overall, the U.S. lost manufacturing jobs as other sectors cut back. Higher costs from tariffs and retaliation forced layoffs in auto parts and machinery. The real impact? Prices rose for everyone. Tariffs are taxes on imports, and those costs trickle down to you. By 2018, tariffs cost the average American household over $400 a year, eventually doubling as more tariffs hit. That's money out of your pocket, slowing the whole economy. Hopes that tariffs would bring manufacturing back were mostly wishful thinking. Companies shifted production to other low-cost countries, not the U.S. The trade deficit with China shrank, but the overall U.S. trade deficit grew. Tariffs didn't bring a manufacturing boom, just higher prices and global supply chain headaches. The lesson? Tariffs are a blunt tool with messy side effects. When Biden took office, many expected Trump's tariffs to disappear. They didn't. Most tariffs stayed, and new ones targeted Chinese electric vehicles, solar panels, and semiconductors. Now, both parties see tariffs as a political tool, less about economics, more about signaling strength against China. The focus has shifted to protecting strategic industries, even if it means higher prices for consumers. Tariffs are popular with voters, especially in manufacturing states. The economic pain, higher prices, lost exports, is less visible but real. The American tariff experiment helped a few industries but hurt many more. It raised costs, shrank export markets, and failed to spark a manufacturing renaissance. Tariffs are here to stay, but their legacy is a costly lesson in unintended consequences. In the end, the real price of tariffs is paid by all of us.